There's been quite a few new people watching the videos and things, so I figured I'd give a little update on all projects that we have floating around here. Most of the cars that you will see have like separate videos, either like building them or talking about them. So if there's one you're particularly interested in or have more questions in, you can look back throughout the channel because there's probably a video about it already. The only cars that aren't here that I can't show you right now are my little VW Beetle. That's not here. I still have it, but it's not here. Yeah, enjoy the video. We got lots of cars, lots of projects. So I heard a story the other day. This is the first body I made out of the mold I made. It's like the first 356 I made, I guess. Body's still good, and the doors fit everything. It's real nice. It still needs to be like bodyworked a little. There's a couple imperfections out of the mold, but I do have plans for this. I don't want to say too much, but I really want to build a drift car, and I shouldn't feel it, but I do have plans for it. Hopefully I can pitter patter and get to them soon. Like LS400 subframes, and I built like a cantilever suspension for the back, and yeah, I don't know, I learned a lot from this. Last time I drove it, I was having issues with the stock ECU. I got a standalone for it, so at some point I'm going to push this into the shop. It's all the standalone. Also, there's like a couple things that I was really never happy with, like the flare, like the fender flares from here, I think look pretty good from this angle, but from like head on this way, I think they look pretty goofy. We'll see. I guess I'll show you around. I've definitely learned a lot. Like all of these flares are all shaped out of sheet metal. This is all bead rolled aluminum, which that's the cantilever. The shock goes right there. I stole the shocks out of it for my Porsche. These all lift up. Let's see if they still lift up. There's my fuel cell under there. I guess I lost a bolt, but these are screen printing frames. Used to be pretty into screen printing. I still am. I just don't have it set up, but it's got a pretty cool stance. This I was really proud of at the time. All aluminum. This cross member I thought was really cool. The coolest hood prop. The darn coolest hood prop you've ever seen. Just a stock 1UZ. Looks a little neglected and dirty down here, but it doesn't help that I cut a hole in the hood that funnels all the water to the top of my engine. But yeah, I mean, this thing's rad. I heard a story the other day. This is my brother's second Porsche Cayenne. I think this one's just an S. I don't think it's a turbo. Have to look. But, yeah, he's got big plans, and it's gonna be sick. So, yeah. These are my brother's other two Cayennes. This one's a turbo and that one's a turbo S. But yeah, I don't really know anything about them. Other than they look pretty baller. Parked up next to each other here. This one's gonna be the low one. That one's gonna be the off-road version. But yeah. Pretty baller. I heard a story the other day. If I open the door here, this is my brother's 356. There's mine. I don't want to show too much just because it's not mine, and I know he's got things he wants to finish up before he shows the world, but pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. I heard a story the other day. I just pulled the engine out of this thing. I'll explain why at some later point, but yeah. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. There's the engine and the transmission sitting on the floor there. There's some of the tube chassis that you couldn't really see. Pretty cool. I don't have much to say. If you've seen this channel, you've probably seen this car. Did all the upholstery and everything. Here's some, I got some of the Toyo tape from the booth, which is pretty cool. I also got one of the signs off the wall from the SEMA show. But I'm excited to get this thing finished up and looking proper. I heard a story the other day. These are the two BMW swap cars. This is my 65 Dodge Dart. And it's on a BMW E90 chassis. See the E90 wheels. I'll lift the hood real quick. It's just a bone stock 328i. And when it's not 2 feet of snow on the ground, it's my daily driver. I 3D printed my little turn signal things. Kind of cool. Ignore all the crap in the back. But the inside is just E90 BMW. Dusty, but you know. It's got a half cage, just the back half, just so I don't die when I roll over. If I roll over, hopefully I don't roll over. Yeah, that one is my brother's. That was one of the first projects on this. It's an E46 BMW on top of a 93 Foreigner. It's still super cool. Yeah. Yeah. I heard a story the other day. This is my other brother's car. Well, my brother, my father, and I built this. And it only took us like a week, which is pretty cool. I don't really have much to say. I don't really know what his plans are for it. I know originally he wanted this back half. He's the one with all the motorcycles. The whole back of it to drop down like this. And then you could like ramp up, like ride your motorcycle right up into the back. And then it would just be like an enclosed baller hauler. I don't know what his plan is now. For a little while, the inside was like a camper. It's changed quite a few times. Right now, it's just empty back there. Yeah, pretty baller. Pretty baller. I heard a story the other day. This is my 92 Ford F-250. It was my grandpa's unfinished project before he died. It's got 1 tons from an F-350 and then a 12 valve Cummins. I just painted it brown a couple weeks ago. The utility bed I got too, it was like $100. A tree fell on the original bed, so that was a good deal. I just finished taking this thing on a road trip, like a couple thousand miles. It was basically totally 100% reliable, other than I broke the drive shaft again. Hence this cut on my face. I got a drive shaft to the face. I'll give you guys a little tour around. My grandfather, same grandfather, had like a 70s Ford F-250 that he painted brown and had a matching brown trailer, which I thought was pretty baller. Hence the brown, why I chose brown. But the inside's pretty clean, pretty nice. It's just stock, everything. It's just a stock 12 valve, like totally stock. For now it works and it's reliable, so I won't mess with it. But I also cut these vents into the hood. Thought it was kind of cool. Not sure if I really like it. It's sort of like, it's very 2005 Mustang to me, but it's cool. I like it. Something interesting. I heard a story the other day. You might recognize the front half of this cab if you've watched any of the other videos. This is kind of a long story, but this front half is from the Toyota Chinook. That bed my brother got off Facebook Marketplace. It's from like a 73 or something. The cab's like a 77. And then the chassis is a V8 4Runner. Like the same chassis that the back half of the Chinook went on. But a different. My brother bought like a wrecked 4Runner. This isn't a finished project. He was doing it outside and it obviously got a little cold and rainy. I don't think this is latched. Yeah, and it's a 2UZ out of a V8 4Runner. And we did get it to run, which is cool. There's no radio or anything, so we didn't run it for very long, but you can see how, once that gets trimmed, how close that'll be to fit. Just perfect. But this is a cool project. It's my brother, so pretty cool. Unfinished. These are my brother's trucks. 'Cause, you know, I got a lot of ignoring that. That's his Tundra. Those are both his Tacomas. And that's the original Porsche that I made a mold off of. I won't show too much, but that whole front end is all fiberglass that he made. The backs are just shaped out of steel. This one actually has front fenders for it. I guess I'll show you. Not sure where they are. This thing's pretty rad. There's the original. It's all broken now, but those fenders are actually shaped to fit this car. All shaped out of metal, and then he made a mold of them, I think. These back ones he shaped all out of metal. This was the first fiberglass mold he made, and then he made this part. Pretty cool. The back is like a stock bed all cut up. Cool sheet metal. Super pretty back here. I really like that. This one he picked up with that 4Runner chassis. I don't really know what the story is. I think it's a 2-wheel drive maybe. Or it's a 4-wheel drive with a broken transfer case or something. I don't know. Don't really know. But it runs. Pretty cool. It'll be something cool by the time he gets to it. Yeah. He's got his fair share of projects. So do I. Yeah.